Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. In the last few days, I've been doing a lot of baseball research. I am trying to crack the code for the upcoming World Series. If you're interested in this research, please visit my blog, freetofindtruth.blogspot.com. I have a lot of great information to read. While I've been doing this research, I noticed something very unfortunate about the death of Harry Caray, and I am quite confident he is another victim, another sacrifice of the synagogue of Satan, the Zionist Jews, the false Jews, as referenced in Revelation, the final book of the Bible. His death is very much like Ernie Banks' death, which I covered earlier this year. Ernie Banks, the longtime Cub, died January 23rd, shortly after meeting President Obama. Very suspicious. We'll revisit Ernie Banks' death. We'll look at the similarities. What I want to educate you on here is how Harry Caray lived by and died by the numbers. So let's begin with the name gematria of Harry Caray. In simple English gematria, this number sums to 118. 118 is often coded into celebrity deaths because the word death in Jewish gematria equals 118. Again, the synagogue of Satan, as referenced in Revelation, they are the false Jews. This gematria is their hidden language, a secret from we the people that is right in front of our faces all the time. The date that Harry Caray died on, February 18th, 98, is a date with 118 numerology, corresponding with his name, corresponding with his death. As I so often show, celebrities die on dates that connect with their life numbers and their name gematria. This is not uncommon. In fact, it is more the norm. Harry Caray died 11 days before turning 84. He died at the age of 83. Think about his initials, HC for Harry Caray. H is the eighth letter, C is the third. HC is a lot like 83, the age he died at. Earlier this year, Ernie Banks died at age 83, 8 days before his 84th birthday. Also notice how death in simple English gematria equals 38, the reflection of 83. It wasn't long ago that Robin Williams died on the 11th day of August, which can be written 11/8 in the year 2014. This is a date with 33 numerology. It also has the 118 coding. Supposedly, Robin Williams committed suicide on this date. If he really died, I suspect he was murdered. Sometimes I wonder in this research if these people also fake their deaths by the numbers, possibly as instructed. It's very possible, but I suspect with these older people that they truly are sacrificed. It's hard for me to imagine the incentive of Harry Caray faking his death at 83 unless he wanted to be completely out of the spotlight. Harry Caray, before becoming the Cubs announcer, was the announcer of the White Sox, so a special man in Chicago history. He was born March 1st, 1914, a date with 37 numerology. Been a lot of 37 this year in pro sports. Remember, we had the first Triple Crown winner in 37 years. It was the 12th Triple Crown winner ever. 37 is the 12th prime number. That horse race was fixed. I predicted there would be a Triple Crown winner after the first race on May 2nd this year. Chicago has this gematria of 37 as well. Saw this number come up in the Blackhawks Stanley Cup this year. Please see my video on the Blackhawks Stanley Cup, all by the numbers. Anyhow, Truth Seeker, the year that Harry Caray was born in, 1914, is a year with 33 numerology. This is the method for getting the numerology of a year. You add 19 plus 14, it equals 33. Think about the year this nation was established, 1776. 17 plus 76 equals 93. 93 is a very important number to the Zionists. The Congress of Israel, the Zionist state, is called Neset, which has gematria of 93. It's also tied into Saturn worship, Satan worship, and the occult religion Thelema that has a lot to do with occult sacrifice. The new building built in New York called One World Trade Center has name gematria of 93 and stands 1,776 feet tall, supposedly a tribute to the establishment of the nation. Let's remember, though, that the building it replaced had a 93 World Trade Center bombing. That bombing was on the date that the movie Falling Down came out. That movie's movie poster is Los Angeles with skyscrapers in the background. I'm telling you, this stuff is all part of a sick joke. The first plane to hit the World Trade Centers on 9/11 hit floors 93 through 99. Flight 11 that hit the giant 11s. Those big towers look like big 11s in the sky. New York's the 11th state. Also that day there was Flight 93 of 33 passengers that crashed in the Keystone State. It's just relentless, Truth Seeker. This is how the Zionists roll. The World Series after 9/11 was New York versus Arizona. New York equals 39. Arizona is the only other state that equals 39. Notice that's the reflection of 93. I'm just showing you the significance of this coding, where else it is, how it connects to baseball history. There's so much more, Truth Seeker. I'm just letting you know this isn't some, made up lunatic conspiracy, as so many people assert who come to my channel for the first time, watch maybe 5 minutes of a video, and dismiss me without, giving it any real thought. What I have shown is way beyond coincidence. My work is very sound. The loopiest part of my work is where I make predictions, and sometimes they don't come true. But then again, if you followed my predictions, I've nailed a lot of things right on this year. Anyhow, this number 33 is very often connected to celebrity sacrifice. In this case, it's also connected to the Chicago Cubs. CC33. In the history of pro sports, teams with 33 connections often don't do well. Think about in football. Here's the teams with the 33 connections. The Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Detroit Lions, and here's the exception as of late, the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are the only team to ever win a Super Bowl on the 33rd day of the year. Anyhow, Harry Caray was the announcer of the Cubs for 16 years. The only two numbers when written out that have a gematria of 33 are 16 and 90. With regards to 90 in baseball, the only two World Series to never happen were 1904 and 1994, where they were canceled because of player strikes. 90, when written out, also has this gematria of 33. Harry Caray was announcer of the Cubs for 16 seasons. Also, Harry Caray the small way equals 55. Chicago Cubs the small way equals 46 or 55 with the S exception. Harry Caray, this connection to the Chicago Cubs. Also notice how Chicago the big way equals 46, like Chicago Cubs the small way. The current president of baseball operations for the Cubs is Theo Epstein, who broke the curse of the Bambino in Boston. That curse lasted 86 years. The words symbol, triangle, and pyramid all equal 86. Now Theo Epstein is with the Cubs. He has a connection to the Cubs. Theo Epstein in gematria, Pythagorean, equals 55, like Chicago Cubs. Also 64, the reflection of 46. One last point about Harry Caray. As I said, in celebrity deaths, you often find the number 33 coded as well. The date he died on was a date with 137 numerology as well. 137 is the 33rd prime number. So Harry Caray very much died by the numbers, just as so many other celebrities before him. Again, Robin Williams died August 11th, which can be written 118, 2014, a date with 33 numerology. Now here's another famous Cub, Ernie Banks. He received an honorary medal from the president just before he died. And he died on an awfully suspicious date that connects with his nickname, Mr. Sunshine, which, as it happens, is a very racist, disgusting joke. Notice that Ernie Banks joined the Cubs in 53. He had the medal put around his neck by Obama while Obama was 53 years old. Obama turned 54 August 4th this year. Ernie Banks died 8 days before turning 84. Again, 84. United States of America, the small way, equals 84. Obama's name in Jewish gematria equals 84. His birthday is August 4th. The book 1984 by George Orwell starts on April 4th, 4-4. Obama's the 44th president. I'm just saying, Truth Seeker. Ernie Banks started as a Cub in the year 53. Again, he met with Obama while he was 53 years old. Look at the name Ernie Banks in Gematria, Truth Seeker. Ernie Banks equals 53. Look at also the Gematria of Ernie. 59595. The number 59 has been coded over black Americans throughout history. Negro equals 59. Slave equals 59. Blues equals 59. Motown Records came out in the year 59. Miles Davis equals 59, who came out in 59. The nickname Mr. Sunshine, Truth Seeker, has a gematria connection to 59. The date Ernie Banks died on, January 23rd, 2015, has numerology of 59. Also, that 123 is a lot like conspiracy, which has a simple English gematria of 123. Mr. Cub has gematria of 21. Illinois is the 21st state. It's just sick, Truth Seeker. You know, I hate being aware of this in a way because I'm putting out this information and, you know, it's on the internet where millions of people access every day, but somehow after more than a year of doing this and putting out all these very solid posts, I hardly even have 1 million views, which seems very pathetic on the internet. And the reason it's so sad is because this research has the possibility to change the world overnight, and it really needs to happen. These people who are killing innocent people by the numbers are the sickest goddamn people in the history of the earth. And it's just tragic to think people are needlessly dying. I've been saying this over and over in all these videos, and people just continue to die by the numbers. Recently, it was Daryl Dawkins and Moses Malone of the Philadelphia 76ers. I have videos on them. They were killed by this same number code, Truth Seeker, and so many others. I mean, in the last year, I must have done 100 of these videos. Oh, and I haven't even covered it all. It's awful, man. It's awful. I don't know how else to put it. Hey, here's a good sign for you Cubs. His last MLB appearance, 9 plus 26 is 35, plus 71 is 106. Tell you something here. 106 is the number of prophecy. In the movie Back to the Future Part 2, where Michael J. Fox's character finds out the Cubs won the World Series in 2015, he finds it out in a USA Today, which has gematria of 106. Again, the Cubs won the World Series 107 years ago, 1908, but it's only been 106 seasons because there was no World Series in 1994. They play today 10-7, that's kind of like 107. If they defeat the Pirates, just remember this phrase, Cubbies win. What's interesting about today's game is the team they play, the Pittsburgh Pirates, have more 106 connections than any other team. They were established on a date with 106 numerology. The first time the Pirates won the World Series was 1909, 106 years ago, the year after the Cubs. Right now they are the only team with a manager that has 106 gematria. They also finished the year with 98 wins. Remember I said the word prophet equals 98? 98 and 106 often get paired, prophet and prophecy. But hey, that death of Ernie Banks, I see another 106. If he died earlier this year, I'm telling you, his death is connected to the Cubs World Series, should they win it, and so is Harry Caray's, who died in 98. So I just wanted to give you this information, Truth Seeker. I got a lot more posts and research coming, some very concerning stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.